We're good to go. Let's jump in. Stream starts now. So you can see it's been a real stressful time trying to do this overlay. What an absolute disaster this has been. I'm never doing this again. Never. This is the overlay I'm going to have for the rest of my life. So deal with it. It is, yeah. Well, I don't know if it's his theme, but it is, it's called the fragrance of, dark coffee, I think. But it has sounds underneath. Yeah, fragrance of dark coffee. I don't know if that's his actual theme though. I'm not too sure. It's been forever since I played the game. Okay, so where are we in the game? We have to... Okay. So we have outposts along here. Here. And I'd been pushing the borders with an army because we were looking at taking... I believe that was the... Aztecs? Yeah, I mean, I recognize the music, but the exact name is hard to recall, and as to what specific significance it had to Godot, I do not know. But it's definitely that. So we'd been pushing the borders here. We're gonna maybe start looking at taking some cities, which I've not actually done in this game. Been very passive. I mean, to be honest, I do play quite defensive in 4X games anyway. Always been a bit of a turtle player. To the point where they just, if they declare war on me, it's not going to end well for them. But I also need to, I need to worry about these borders as well, because I feel like as soon as I declare war on the Aztecs, you know, the Mongols, Babylonians, they're going to get a bit itchy feet. Even though score-wise, both of those two are not doing well, so who knows? These guys are the main threat to us in terms of game score. We've got some naval units exploring. Put the fort into Rich Fort. Oh, I can try. I do have a lot of forts. As you can see here, there are strongholds all along here. All along my borders, somewhat. And I think I've done the same as best as I can. Just because outposts, obviously, I can't build buildings in. And these greyed out sort of not filled in ones aren't cities. They're kind of just like, hey, this is my land, but I kind of haven't really done much about it yet. So, yeah. But I'm at my city limit. There are city caps in this game. Which is a shame because I played Civ very wide. Alright, so let's do it. We're pretty, we're more or less dominating in this game. So far. But as I've seen in single-player games, the computer score jumps up very quickly for no apparent reason. So, okay, the music is going. Excellent. How you going, Mainly Mage? Good to see you. Good to see you. Now, these tea houses... Your city cap have a tree on it, though. Don't get that reference, man. Do not get that reference. Do we destroy the farmer's quarter? It's not doing much. I mean, what, because my hat has a tree on it? damn it, you're frying chicken. You're talking in riddles tonight, man. I've got no idea. It's like every single thing I have to like decipher to get to what you're saying. I'm good, mainly, mate. I'm good. I just started streaming. Had some terrible issues early on where my audio inputs did not clone throughout my entire screens. So I had sound working, but no input capture. So literally nothing was happening. It was just my mouth moving. So yeah, real good way to start a stream. Real good. So we're going to get these tea houses in as much as we can because it boosts our stability and gives us influence, which in this game is the culture. So and buying well, I mean, when my mouth's kind of moving and nothing's happening, yeah, it's kind of embarrassing. And I don't know, the whole point of streaming is like, you know, so many people would come to they'll come to a stream, and if you're not talking or if there's just no audio, most people just keep like clicking through. Because I mean, to me, the whole idea of Twitch is chat interaction, really. Like, you know, and that can be a bad thing, as I saw the last time I streamed this. Does that trick, then she hits me and asks me if I'm even listening. It's wild. I don't know if that's a good thing, man. I think that's called selective hearing, not audio input capture issues. So most strategies from Civ will work in this game, to be honest. The biggest exception is the city limit. And I would say the fact that units cost population, so you can't just spam military units. Yes, it is very similar, mainly Mage. Obviously because it's made by Amplitude Studios. But it follows very similar. So you've got, if I click on a city here, food, industry, money, science, which I'm probably not too familiar with Endless Space, but Endless Legends I have played a bit of, and it's, yeah, pretty similar. Pretty similar. So they've obviously looked to carry that over into this game. Let's get a harbour in. I wanted to start building up a navy. Try to remember what FIDS actually stood for, mainly Mage. Because it had been so long since I played Endless Legend. Yeah, I was going to say, Chicken, I mean, like, I know you're a big Paradox man, like myself, Paradox Interactive. I don't know how I would feel going from Stellaris to back to Endless Space. But I know there is a second one. Haven't played it. Yeah, I'll give it a go. But I can't even talk. Endless Legends was excellent. Very good. And great DLCs as well. Really good DLCs. Alright, theology research. An atelier. Alright, so that's just more an extension of the library. Alright, so the sort of armies... Yeah, okay, fair enough. Probably the first one I put into... I mean, I remember playing, like, Europa Universalis 2. I put tons of time into that game, you know, years ago. But then I didn't really pick it up again until probably the first Crusader Kings, I'd say. But the one I've definitely put the most into is Crusader Kings 3. That's more the game for me. Alright, so we need swordsmen there and 2 chariot archers there. We might space that. I've built the fort there. Rats. Okay. Well, I mean, you know, that's what a lot of people view. You know, like, I don't want to be controversial here, but I kind of agree with it a lot. That's what people sort of use that system for, is to try before you buy. And I feel like if the game's good enough, you reward them by investing in it. But, you know, what do I know? Just a humble Twitch streamer, man. Alright, let's get some swordsmen. Or do we want immortals? What's the difference? Really not much. They got that fortification thing, but like, yeah, well, I mean, Age of Empires 1 came in the serial. I do remember that promotion, I think, from Pizza Hut, but I'd already owned Age of Empires 2 by that stage. They should do more stuff like that, but I guess, you know, for PC, it's not about physical media anymore. Oh, yeah. Cool. So we've found the new world. Here it is over here. So there is technically a new world in this game, which I don't know if they have extra resources or different resources for that matter. Like, you find, I mean, we've got stuff like coffee and you know, ebony wood and oh, they've got saltpeter. Damn it. I need that. I don't have that. We're gonna have to take that territory. Yeah. So I don't know if it has exclusive resources from the new world to this, which I think it would be kind of cool if they did. But we'll see. Feudalism. Alright, we'll zoom in a bit so it's not just a blank sort of tapestry. Alright, swordsman up here. And you don't want to sort of drain a city by building too many units from the one city either. Because that can get pretty bad. So we'll build one more chariot archer from here. Alright. So people are starting to progress to the Middle Ages now. Do they reach the... Well, they're way behind. We're early modern era. They just reached the medieval era. So we're Renaissance and they're still stuck in the medieval age. Backwards savages. Alright, so... You know what? Like, we've got 19 population there. Yeah, let's do one from here, just to mix it up. Alright, Memphis. I'm gonna build Machu Picchu up here. Because I can, and I want to. And the best thing about this game is you can share production between cities on large projects. So something like a holy site, or, you know, large temple or church, or a wonder, which is great. Because if you have a city with a good location, but very poor industry or production, you can still build a wonder there and use other cities to kind of boost that production. So once some cities start getting free, we're gonna push it over to building this wonder. Yeah, look, I'm in the Renaissance now, so I feel like the Crusades. I'm safe in declaring. We don't want their religion. We don't want them to follow our religion. We just want their land. We just want their resources. Yeah, I want that. because I want gunpowder. So we're going to start pushing people over. So already it's kind of halved in production. So you get a few cities on it. It really does start to help. These guys are still a pretty small city. No point getting them to build or contribute to production. So watchtowers, they're on the border. If we build watchtowers, it'll sort of push the Fortunate Son. Yeah, it's gonna be like that, isn't it? Or what was the Jimi Hendrix song? Like Purple Haze or something. Because they're a border city, these watchtowers will increase the vision from the city by 2 squares. So we'll start to see what they're up to if they're also massing troops along the borders, which wouldn't be ideal, but good. I can do another city. It's going to be these guys, because we want to start pushing the borders. So these two will be next. That one will probably be last. None offer us really much in terms of what's the word I'm looking for? Resources, like natural resources now. So there's no what's the word? Priority in which one we choose, just as long as it shares a border. It's a balmy evening in Melbourne. Beautiful weather. Hence, I've discarded the flannel and several other pieces of clothing. No, I'm joking. For the humble T-shirt. Now, what would we build here? We might get them to join in on this. It's gone down again to 39, so it's kind of almost halving each time. Now, to reach the new era, you have to fulfill all these stars, which you get by hitting marks here. So you've got military stars, which you get by destroying units. I feel like capturing cities should contribute to this. Can I get an F for my missus who broke her ankle and got to... Holy dooly. Yeah, F's in the chat, guys. That's rough. Yeah, hope she's alright, man. That's, I mean, if it's any consolation, like, this is the time to be kind of stuck indoors. Besides, obviously, a bit of better weather, but when things, I guess, ease off on the lockdown stage and better weather is truly here rather than once every week. She should be right as rain. So we're probably going to be close to the builder one. That's the one we hit the most. This culture one was some way off, unfortunately. Population we should get. Yeah, exactly right. I remember when the PlayStation 4 came out. Oh, actually, no, it was when Destiny 1 came out, but there was a PlayStation 4 that came with that game. I had taken time off work to spend playing that game. I think I took a week off because I just knew for a good 3-4 days I was going to be playing that game anyway. So, yeah, I'd taken time off to play that game, and then that night I injured severely a ligament in my ankle playing soccer, and yeah, so I had my feet up for that whole week, but I just said, well, I'm going to be sitting down playing games anyway, so it was good. It was a good time. Alright. Want to keep an eye. Yeah, the D1 days, huh? And that was vanilla Destiny as well. That was like the days of the loot cave. Stuff like that. But I must say, playing it on PC is so much better. I did not repurchase it. I purchased the latest expansion plus a season because the new season's starting soon. Once I finish Doom on this stream, not this particular stream. Yeah, I did see folded glasses in that. They're bringing the classics back. But when I finish Doom, because I stream it, when I finish playing it, I'll replace it with Destiny to play. I come bearing steam. Interesting. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Though, Destiny 2 I did wait to play on PC. An inventor engineer, ostracized from her own country on account of her religion, has come to you offering a scientific expertise. She wishes to settle in the city of Thebes, where she believes she could work productively. Her pioneering work on the fundamentals of engines could be vital, but the fact she is not a follower of Egyptian's polytheism, that was like my original religion from the start of the game, could make things difficult. Well, I'm not going to jail her. I want to learn. Give me the science. Okay. Oh, hell yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, man. I will let you know. Yeah, Destiny's one of those games where, like, in terms of, Crucible and even Strikes, like, it's not so bad when you can just queue up with others, but the story, man, it's a real grind when you're playing it on your own. Like, it can get... I don't know, I just feel like it can get, like, a real lonely game when you're soloing story content on that thing. What do these guys need? They got no rivers. Oh, they kind of do. Yeah, let's do flood irrigation. We'll see if we can push some farmland towards there. Yeah, well, yeah, you tried when it was free, I think. Was that right? You and another mutual friend of ours, Chicken? You tried it when it was the free weekend? Yeah. Yeah, that's fair enough. I have a very passionate love-hate relationship with the game that goes from probably a month or two of extreme obsessive love to successive months of spite and hate. A legacy difficulty. What's the deal there? Mainly match. What do they mean by legacy? Let's get a couple of production places here. And can I get farmland anywhere? We're gonna ditch the production here and here. Oh, hard mode. Okay. Yeah, you play Destiny out of obligation. There's no actual joy. Alright, cool. We're going to get some longbowmen. It's longbowman time. I am drinking a Doritos Mexican Cola, which I'm pretty sure is just coloured sugar. But I can't be certain. When I played, all the enemies were just walking hit points. Yeah, I can kind of see that to a degree, but I don't know. I feel like the only ones that are hit points are the bosses. And even then, you can take them down. Oh, abandoned boat. Cool. I feel like you can take them down quickly enough. Okay, the Celts... Ah, the Celts are first now. Celts. Whatever. Alright, so... they're not on the same island as us, though. Alright, soon we're going to declare war on these guys. I want to take Wasukani. Yeah, I think it has as well. I remember vanilla Destiny 1 was brutal. Was absolutely brutal. And even in terms of feeling like you were getting somewhere with a game after you hit max level was just like, I played vanilla World of Warcraft and I feel like the Destiny grind was worse. Like it was yeah, it was a big issue. And I'm sure a lot of people will agree with me there. Let's get some farms there. Alright, you can jump in on that. Don't get this population... Like population fluctuates like a huge deal in this game. And you keep getting... yeah, I mean, if you want to use that expression, it's like the worst expression I've ever heard, but yeah, sure. Oh, is it really? Oh, man. I thought I had my cat. So we can overhaul. Oh, okay. Scurvy. We got scurvy. Power level max only goes up by 10 instead of 50 per season, which is really nice. Yeah, that kind of feels like you can sort of focus on increasing like your season levels instead of just that gear obsession of increasing. Can you build multiple harbour? Oh, this one doesn't have a harbour. Cool. Londinia. But I'm looking forward to playing it again. Actually, it's been forever. Like, I was talking to another streamer who's part of my team. That gives me a good time to post that. That actually didn't work. Oh well, I'll have to fix it. They basically. Oh, I mean, they were playing it, and I was telling them I stopped playing around the time of Shadowkeep, which was the previous expansion, to those who don't know. And, you know, a lot of people dropped off there for reasons. We'll do Seafaring Master. I believe it gets you some fame if you... research it first, I think. Thank you. Thank you. Good to see you on. Yeah, it was a disaster early on. I had put in an audio input in one channel, but then forgot to clone it to all the other channels, so it was just me miming for a good 5 to 10 minutes. Oh, not really, like, Chicken and Chat was on it straight away, so I knew what the problem was straight away, but it was really annoying. Like, I'd stressed over it. I'm helping. I got a builder star. Excellent. Yeah, I was stressing out about so much how it looks that I forgot to add the most obvious thing. Here we go, we're starting to get the stars now. So we've got the population star, and we've got the builder star. So as you get more, it was not a sound setup. That's a pun Chicken would be very proud of. I would think. Yeah, there he goes. He's all over it. He loves it. Probably Scientist Star is the next one we're looking at. Expansionist is one. I don't know. I just feel like you never, because you have such a bad, not bad. You have such a strict city cap. Unless you want to start experiencing sort of penalties for being overpopulated. Yeah, it's pretty bad. They want a non-aggression pact. They're not close to us, I don't think. Or are they? Let's have a look. No, they're not, so they're cool. I should work on a non-aggression pact with Babylon and the Mongols. We'll see. Alright, zoom right in again. So research. Yeah, look, there is certain technologies push it up. Certain sort of civilization bonuses. They sort of they can up it as well, but it's not really clear what, like, unless you know the technology before you research it. I don't really know what to aim for to increase that. Yeah, Browntown is what I'm looking at. Either getting a non-aggression pact with these two are the ones I'm looking to at least get non-aggression pacts with, so I can rumble on with the Aztecs. Go to town with them, like regular conflict town. Got my armies massed here. Actually, I can get up to 5 units now. And I can upgrade them to longbowmen. Excellent. We're going to have to start researching goals. Not researching, building gold improvements. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Because, yeah, you've got philosophy, theology, so you're pretty on the money there. That they've carried that over. They have had it too good. Like, they've been living it up. They've got hold of gunpowder ingredients, which we want to steal off them. So sure as hell aren't trading for it. Exploring the sea a bit, which is good. So what I'm going to do is invest in some golds. So these buildings. So that's just a straight +3 gold. So we'll do that in basically every city I can do it in. Yeah, okay. I want to see what this building does, thank you. Do I have market quarters? I don't think I do. Maybe I should start building some, hey? There we go. Gold has never really been a problem until now, so... I wish you could use influence for things other than just placing up outposts and expanding and claiming wonders. I feel like maybe I can claim another wonder. Nope, they're all gone. They've all been gobbled up. A pity. So we'll get some gold buildings, upgrade our longbowmen. Upgrade 2 longbowmen, rather, and then we're going to declare war. See how this goes. probably a disaster. And armies, instead of 4, can carry 5 now as well, so I might add another melee unit. Wonderful. It's annoying. You need quite a lot of resources to build some of these units. And there's really just not much around. Like, there's sort of 1 or 2 per territory, so it's really hard to be able to use, like, to upgrade to these guys unless you start capturing. So I feel like you're kind of a bit pushed. Ooh, trebuchet time, maybe, perhaps, unless yeah, I'm starting to think maybe. Hello there, Wilk Ognia Wilk Wordy. Should I just call you Wilk? Would that be easier? I think I might go military architecture because I want to get some trebuchets. Vilk, okay. I like it. Nice and easy. How you doing? Welcome to the stream. I'm sort of about well, I'm only about 45 minutes into this stream, but I did start this game last week. Probably put about 3.5 to 4 hours into this particular game, as in I played this game longer, but this particular map. Yeah, I'm sure it's not the first time they've been asked that. Excellent. So you either get the Taj Mahal or the Capi Palace. Chicken's usually the pun master here. I feel like the title is under threat. So what do we got here? What do we got? That just sort of increases my shared project. I'm gonna go with the Taj Mahal. It's seems like a. Oh really? Why would they do that? Oh, and thanks for follow, man. I realised I haven't got my notifications to switch over to my new overlay either. So brilliant. I'm going to have to keep an eye on... actually, what I'll do is I will get my stream labels up so I can keep track of that. New overlays. Who needs them? Who needs them? But appreciate the follow. We're Memphis. Alright. But yeah, I don't know why people... Oh, so do you currently live in Poland, or are you just from Poland and now live elsewhere? I've had a few Polish people in chat, but usually when I play GeoGuessr, it's very popular in Europe, that game. Well, I mean, worldwide it is, but yeah, I got a lot of lovely, helpful Europeans in chat. I'm going to upgrade that one. Gotta start getting some money. Born and raised. Now you live... Oh, man. I'd love to live in Norway. Alright, cool. Let's start building some districts, money districts. Start getting some cash. Yeah, right. That's a darn good mix, if you ask me. Okay, what do they want? Trade luxuries. Done. Yeah, I'm sure Vilk has that prepared also. I'm trying to think. UK outside of daylight savings is minus 10 GMT. Sorry, we're plus 10 GMT. So we take away 10 hours. Because obviously London is 0. It's on like the... Is London on the Meridian line, or is it slightly off it by 1 hour? I can't recall. I think it's bang on 0, but I imagine Norway would be 1 or 2 hours off that. Just based, I'm trying to remember my time spent in Germany. So I would say it'd be about, let's go with 9, 10 a.m. Let's go with that. See how wrong I am. That's my guess. Let's start building. Fishmarkt. Actually, there was a Slavic revenge on... Yeah, I imagine quite a few nations try to get their revenge on the Vikings. Probably not to the degree of raiding their own Scandinavian territories though, so that's pretty cool. Alright, we have to get the money rolling in. I'll pop you there. Yep. And we'll build 35 turns. Holy cow. Let's do that one. Yeah, no worries though. All good. Some is tell Bjorn Ironsides had his army. Oh, okay, cool. That's pretty cool. Osmosis event? Okay. We discovered the Great Barrier Reef. Cool. What's this person doing? Explore, will you? AI is a bit balked on auto explore sometimes, I feel. Right, we need... because Russians were like Slavs ruled by yeah, they were. Yeah, man, they spread far and wide. Thebes, can you get some... Yes, here we go. Good golds. We'll do that and then replace the industry up here. I do want to play, and I've mentioned to chat before, Vilk, I do want to play, I'm not too sure how familiar you are with Crusader Kings, but I do want to play Crusader Kings 3 on stream at some point. And it would be good to actually do a Russian run, as they say. I don't think I've ever done one in general, so... And there are... well, there's a... Maybe I'll do it when the new DLC comes out. Yeah, it was great. I probably have put more into CK3, but CK2 was it was good. Where are we? Kusa. Ah, this city. Right. Alright, money's up to 161, so we're starting to really get our economy going again. So let's start upgrading. Alright. Obviously, longbowmen take up 12 more gold unit upkeep, which is huge. But it's worth. Very much worth it. CK2 feels to me more random than CK3. Do you feel it's because CK2 had more sort of content that potentially added more random events, or do you feel like straight off the bat, so straight away, do you feel CK2 did have a more element of randomness to it? Yeah, okay. Yeah, I agree. CK2 did feel more like a roleplay game, but CK3 definitely has the better systems. I think they've really mastered that. Alright, got one of my stars. This one's an easy one to get. Still, we're... Oh, actually, we're pretty close to this one too. That's good. Yeah, okay, cool. I would really like to see how CK3 looks in about 2-3 years' time. With a lot more content. Yes, I agree. I agree, chicken. Definitely. CK3 is much easier. I wouldn't say necessarily to learn, but to be able to delve into. CK2 was even after tutorials and several playthroughs of say like islands or easier nations. It just felt dense. Yeah, it was, which was one of the main criticisms of it. Or just straight turned off people a lot, which is a shame because obviously it was such a good game. There you go, we got another one, and we get extra score for that because our sort of civilization's basis is culture or influence. Sorry, in this game. So focus on influence or diplomacy. So, what does this do? Okay. Holy Roman Empire is very tough to play with anyway, just due to the sheer nature of it being so fractured. And I mean, especially in CK3 when you first start. I'm pretty sure you're very old and you don't have an heir or something like that. I don't know if it's a Holy Roman Emperor. The Holy Roman Empire yet, but I think it's its predecessor, Lotharingia. Sorry. Yeah, the Carlings are very fragile in terms of heirs and keeping the empire together. Yeah, we're big. Like quite a few people in this chat and friends of ours. We do enjoy a good Scandinavian playthrough, particularly now with the DLC as well. It's made it a lot more enjoyable. Okay, money's right up. Can we get any more? Yeah, let's get some more. Let's get some more money. Hey, Brock, what's going on, man? I'm doing good. How's your day / afternoon / evening been? I was playing some Humankind. Hey, Soph, what's going on? Hope you are both well. Welcome to my new overlay, which didn't have sound for the first 2 minutes of stream because I did everything besides add an audio input to my overlay. So it was, yeah, I was more or less in tears for the first. No, I wasn't. I was keeping it together. But after this, I'm going to have a cold shower and cry in the fetal position. Okay. So we're doing alright. We're in the early modern era. We're playing as the Ming Dynasty. Because they have very big culture. Sorry, keep saying culture. It's a Civ thing. Influence in this game. It's an influence civilization, so they can dictate a lot here. We're finding a lot of abandoned boats around. Yeah, what are you playing at, chicken? What are you inferring to? I don't know. I don't know what he's getting at. He's up to no good. Alright, let's research chivalry. So we won't be able to build knights because we don't have the resources for it. Guess I'm just entertaining myself. Well, I'm glad, my stream isn't providing enough that you feel the need to do that. That's cool. OE86 initial D deja vu song. Okay. That's a long bow. You are drawing. You drew a very long bow there, chicken. Like, I'm talking a composite bow. Oh, Brock, what the? Why did it do that? Oh man, my auto mod is a. No, don't. It's my goddamn bot. I even reprogrammed it and calmed it down, and somehow it's regained sentience. I'm sick of it. I'm so sick of it. It's this weird cat and mouse game we play. Ha! Take that AI, you loser. It should be good now. Yes, and Vilk, it definitely does make sense for the Ming Dynasty to be basically influence gods in this game. So we're basically building up our economy because we're packing the borders here, and we're going to look to liberate, and I use that term liberally. I don't know where I'm going with this. We're going to take a little cheeky visit to the Aztecs, knock on their door, and ask them if we can borrow a cup of saltpeter, because I need it. And by a cup, I mean probably I don't know, a couple of dozen tons. That'd be good if they could just lend me that. Absorb this city into... What? Absorb city into selected city. I didn't even know you could do that. That's pretty cool. You could create like one giant mega city. Oh, maybe that's how you get around the city limit. Yeah, yeah. The coca leaf was a very valuable commodity. But I'm liking this. Vilk's just come in tonight and just dropping fact bombs on us. It's good. It's good. Fact bombs. Everything you know about Aztecs and chocolates from The Simpsons. I know exactly what you're talking about there, actually. They didn't eat it. They rolled it up and smoked it. Is that the one you're talking about? Alright. Where am I? Custom farms. No, can I start building? What's up, Brock? You're, I wish to know which comment that was applying to, so I can help. Can help out. There's really not much we can build here. Let's go to the library. Can't hurt. I've got so much damn influence. I can't spend it. Painted rocks. Where am I? I'm in Parser, which is here. Alright, what do we got? What do I need to build? They don't have... Oh, they do have some forests down here, so I'll use that. Beijing's a relatively new city, so... they don't have any forts, so we're going to give them one here and one here, because that's where our units are. And then we need to upgrade your... Yeah, everyone is chatty. It's good. It's good to see. The cricket noises were getting a bit annoying. Pixelated currency. That sounds pretty cool. Kusa can build... yeah, stability's gone down a bit, so we're going to build a commons district. It might get rid of some... Vilk, I believe you were asked earlier on what time it was in Norway, and I guessed around 10 a.m. Or sort of 9:30. And I'm dying to know. I need the answer, Vilk. I need it. So we can all sleep at night. Pasaragada. 11:33. Damn. So I was wrong by 1 hour, or rather 2, I guess. Okay. Does Norway have more than one time zone? Is it large enough to cover 2 time zones? I mean, it's really hard as a point of reference when Australia covers close to 3. So... let's build that. Yeah, we'll do that as well. Yes, let's see what's... actually, we've got tons of influence, so let's just burn through these. Kinda, okay. Yeah, I imagine it's probably similar to Australia. If you consider islands. Yeah, of course. Yeah, Norway's got some... yeah, Norway's got some, well, further-ish islands, that's for sure. We want that one. We want untaxed, and we want freedom of speech. Island of polar bears. Is Svalbard kind of far? Because that's one I've looked at it, wanting to live on. Why don't you marry it then, chicken? If you love it that much. But I'm sure it's probably incredible. I'm sure it's, yeah, stunning. Pass over many mountains? Yeah, they do. Let's give them a stomachs. Maybe I will. Good. Alright, Memphis is getting very big. Stability's still good. Flood irrigation's only really for rivers, does nothing. Animal barns have got no... I mean, we've got farmers' quarters and it puts +1 food on there, so let's do it. Yeah, it's real remote. There was a stage... Yes, I'm gonna marry a carrot. She said it! Yeah, it's one I looked at when it was... I don't know, it was a phase I was going through where it was like, where you want to just get away from it all. Like the Dexter finale. I don't know. But, yeah, it's very pretty, but, oh man, extremely remote. I still would at least like to visit it. Obviously, I've never been there. Stability's good. Our money's increasing. Alright, we're going to start building some more armies. What does abandoned boats actually give us? We have the global... Oh, yeah! Yeah. Yeah, that's Svalbard. Svalbard. It's illegal to die there due to full cemeteries. Jeez. That's crazy. Yeah, the seed vault, I just love the concept of it. It's so cool. Slightly morbid. Tom Scott. Okay, cool. I'll check it out, man. Thank you. Yeah, the whole idea of the seed vault though is kind of has this, yeah, it's this morbid, my brain just, I don't know, it just stopped working there. It obviously has morbid connotations to it, being that it's only needed if we're all wiped out, but yeah, I imagine they would, out of necessity or just for safety. That is a fun fact. Excuse me. Stability's good there as well. Lumberyard they don't need because there are no forests here. I'm gonna go with let's go pikemen. Actually, I should start garrisoning that's pretty cool. The fact that they can do that, I really do like. There's yeah, exactly, Phil. Like that's what I mean. It's out of necessity. I gotta start garrisoning cities here. So we'll start putting at least one unit in each city. One, it increases stability, I believe, but yeah, we just don't want to be surprised later on. So we might see if there's any farms we can build, because they're, population-wise, they're not great. I wonder, in terms of gun ownership, the difficulty in getting guns in Norway compared to, you know, a nation, other nations with high gun ownership rates. I'd love to see how you compare them. Yeah, do that. They've got no rivers. Gee whiz, man, that's insane. I mean, do you live in a relatively remote area, or is that just commonplace, or more common? For instance, excuse me. Because yeah, it's pretty intense. Lentinia will give you another farm. Yes, nice food there. Northern. So yeah, you did say you were northern. I was trying to picture how far north. So that does make sense. That would happen there in hindsight, like you said. Let's build that, and then they can build a pikeman. Around place where it's not... Oh, okay, right, yeah. So that is very far north. So as it kind of curls around towards the top, and borders Sweden, and then the top of Finland as well. I'm guessing that's the area you're referring to. No, fortify, man. Station. That's because yeah, that is very remote. Sometimes city elsewhere above lands. Huh. Interesting. Interesting. So to mainly mage, she was talking about the FIDS system. So FIDS was, I don't know, I can't recall what the D stood for, but I'm guessing it was the currency of Endless Legends, which was also made by Amplitude Studios. In this, it is FIMS. So food, industry, money, science. They're the major kind of commodities. I'd time you out, I just can't be bothered. But I guess I kind of deserve that. I did kind of walk into it, didn't I? Phone made a noise, sorry about that. So they made the unit. Let's give them a couple of those. Heaving with infantry time. What's +1? Oh, so our armies can get even bigger now. I will need to probably bump up my economy again. To get gun, you need to be informed police what kind of gun you're own. Is there, you know, do you have to go through like a psychology evaluation? And then there's sort of what they call a cooling off period where you have to wait a certain period of time before you can buy one. And obviously you're very limited to what types of guns you can own. I mean, Australia has extremely strict gun laws. which yeah, I'm totally cool with. So yeah, it's pretty hard to even get to the stage of owning one here. Oh right, yeah, okay, yeah. I imagine you would kind of skip a lot of processes, considering that fact. Phil, I'd say. Okay. These guys have got terrible stability, so we need to start building some commons quarters. So these kind of increase your stability. You know, 2 people who own guns. I'm trying to think if I know any. I mean, I know my dad, used to when he was still alive, had them. But oh yeah, we had to give his guns to my cousin when he passed away because none of us had gun licenses, so we had to give them to someone. We had to give them to someone who had a gun license. Thinks you're a Russian spy. Yeah, you should be as mysterious as possible with your answers with that as well, just to further the illusion. That's pretty funny. Because we've been building a lot of money districts, our stability is... we got to start looking at our city stabilities now. So yeah, of course, yeah. Probably just the wariness of the elderly in someone not from the same country as them. Thebes built their spearmen. We will build... That was Thebes stability-wise pretty good. So let's get one of these in here, not one of them. Yeah, we'll go one more. Oh, actually, no, we'll put a commons district in there to offset it. Cool. Yeah, he said that. Yeah, that is pretty funny. Was he serious or just like joking around? Yeah. I imagine you do. I'm guessing that's... he can't walk. Okay, yeah, fair enough. I imagine he was... yeah, trying to be humorous. Okay. Memphis is getting very beefy now. So, let's start building... can I build trebuchets yet? No, in 2 turns I can. So I'll build the House of Scribes while I'm waiting. Yeah. I don't think you would have felt threatened anyway. We're actually in 1 turn. Yeah, we're going to go to the next stage now. So I think we go to the... I don't know what the next era is actually. So this is going to be something new for us. Alright, we got an alchemy. Alchemist workshop. Apothecary. Okay. It's kind of cool. Otherwise we've got guilds. So you can replant forests. So pollution obviously becomes a thing later on. Commodity market. This just sort of gives more money. It's probably not a bad thing. Ooh, a saboteur. Huh, okay. Cannot be seen except by adjacent units. What's funny, in law, by Polish law, because I was a soldier for Polish government, my hands are weapon like knife. Oh, right! So does that mean in Polish law you're always considered to be carrying, as they say in America? Furnace. Alright, this just gives... we'll just go alchemy. Just go from the top of the screen. Alright, new era. Here we go. So we were the Ming Dynasty. Alright, so we got the Persians. Persians look like they are based on industry. Austro-Hungarians. I'm guessing you get given a bigger chin. So they're all about the influence. I didn't look at their... Okay, so they get a building that adds... Oh yeah, so even in self-defense, you're considered to be carrying a weapon in law. That's pretty crazy. So this is a pretty cool building. Mune. This is an opera house. So you will get given more stability, more influence. That's not bad, but we've kind of got a bit too much now. What do the Brits get? Money. They get a bit of that. Colonial riches. Plus their money per number of attached territories and capital. We don't really attach territories. That's the thing. We're too stable. We're too stable, and we're too much of an influence. That doesn't really do much for me. Yeah, you should put that on resumes, Vilk. Just put it as a qualification. My hand is a weapon. That colonial office is pretty good though. That's pretty good. Got to mix up with some chaos? Yeah, why not? So the French, okay, they're going with science. The Germans have. You can make some coke. Coke ovens. Yeah, so they're war based. Italians. Again, we're too stable already, so yeah. Mexicans, food. Okay. Russians. Okay, kind of like a mixture of war and stability. Siamese, kind of like a bit of industry, a bit of money. And then the Zulu, which would be all war. This is a tough one. I think we'll go with... I mean, the redcoat's pretty cool. Fights full combat strength even when defending against close combat attacks. Regenerates health when outside of your territory. That is very handy. Yeah, look, I think I'm going to go the British. And in the meantime, I'll attach my outposts to the capital. Yeah, to beef up some of this stuff. Alright, with the Brits. Oh, look at... Actually, we got to see the costumes. What am I doing? British. Let's see the costumes. I imagine the Europeans. Oh, yeah, I'm a sucker for. Look, you know me. I'm a sucker for the French. Germans. I mean, I know those pants are brown, but for a moment there, I thought he just had no pants on. I imagine the Europeans, have pretty similar costumes. Yeah. They don't, Vilk. Yeah, I feel like the Russians and the Germans should have had hats. That's not bad. Some sort of weird knot system going on there. Zulu gonna have interesting. Oh, can't show that on stream. What were the Persians? That's pretty dope, actually. And yeah, we saw them. Sorry. Yeah. Look, I'm still gonna go the British. Little movie. Hmm. Don't recall a bridge like that over the Seine, but okay. See our buildings. Yeah, unfortunately, Vilk, I don't know how familiar you are with this game, but the whole concept is as you shift through the eras, you don't start as a civilization as you do in Civilization. You start just as a loose confederacy of tribes, and then once you hit a certain amount of influence or turns, your tribe can then choose a culture from the ancient era of history to pursue. And then yes, and I could have been banned as quick as you like by trying to do his horrible Siamese accent. So as you advance through the ages, Vilk, you pick a different culture each time. So look, you can choose to stay as your culture, but to be honest, the bonuses offered for doing that pale significantly in comparison to if you were to choose a new civilization. So the big complaint with this game is it's really hard to find an identity for your civilization, because as you saw, we went from the Chinese to the English, and trying to remember, I started as a tribe, went to Egyptian, then from Egyptian I went to what did I go to? I think I went to Persian, and then from Persian to English to Chinese, now back to British. So I was medieval era England, and now I am British Empire. Yeah, let's just go with that. Exactly. Yeah. So what would be really cool is if they sort of showed a way that your culture is adapting from, say, an Asian culture back to a European one, like through a slow evolution, or mix of say architecture and fashion or something like that. But it's kind of very abrupt that you go from one to the other. So that's the complaint with this game, which you understand. But I mean, it's not a huge bother for me, but I really do like with Civilization, you stay as the one, and you kind of develop over the eras as one. Sure, you can make an argument that some very central civilizations shifted from one culture to the other due to either being conquered or assimilated into other empires, to also migrating and becoming other cultures through years of environmental change or scientific change. So there are some opportunities for that to happen, to go from, say, ancient Egypt to then ancient Rome, then from ancient Rome to, say, Gothic, and then Gothic to Italian to whatever. So that could possibly work, but yeah, when you're going from African to then Asian to then European, then back to Asian, and then to American, it's a really odd mismatch. No, I know exactly what you mean. No, that's what I was trying to portray as well. Like, no sort of they're being replaced or whatever. Just the natural history progression of those areas. So Yeah, as you said, like the Seljuk Turks from becoming horse lords to then conquering the Greek peninsula and becoming, Ottoman Turks, or something like that, or any innumerable amount of examples throughout history. So, yeah, that's right. That's right. So, you could kind of do it like that way, like by picking a small region that housed numerous cultures, and sort of showing them becoming one after the other over periods of thousands of years, of course. So I kind of guess they're going for a way to show that you're also doing the same thing that history had done to so many civilizations, but because of the fact that it is so abrupt, it doesn't. Yeah, it's kind of a. It's a little sore point for a lot of people. Look, it's not. Yeah, Balkans, exactly. Yeah, it's the places that have changed hands so many times over years and years and years, millennia even. So, for some people, it's turned them off playing the game completely. I don't mind so much. This game, I'm more about the mechanics. If I wanted to play a game like that, I would play Civilization. I mean, it's a superior game. It has had 25 to 30 years to perfect the formula, but this game is a different game and is trying to be something different. I just feel like, there could be ways to do it a little bit more gradually, as opposed to literally one turn I'm Chinese and the next turn I'm English. And beyond a city name and maybe a couple of buildings left over from previous eras. So as you can see here, there's a Persian building from when I was Persian, and an English building from when I was English. It doesn't really show so much. Anyway, I digress. Back to the game. Memphis needs a pikeman, so let's do that. Yeah, it does have a lot more systems than Civilization. We discussed last time that because we were still quite early on in the game, both in terms of playtime and just in the era, that they might potentially be introducing too many systems for the sake of it. I haven't really experienced that so far. To me, there's sort of some slight differences enough that it makes it fresh. But I think after a couple of games of this, at least on stream, I will go back and do a Civ 6 stream, so we can look at the differences and probably talk about them a bit better. I think, even though I've been playing Civilization since I think I even had a period where I played number 1. So we'll talk about it more in detail, I think, once we've played Civilization 6 on stream, or at least I'd like to anyway. So. We'll see how we go. Separation of powers. Yeah, and it's like that with all animals in the tribal era, Vilk. The animals are there to hunt rather than domesticate, which I think, as you said, would be great. Like, you have wild like wolves. It'd be kind of cool if your scouts could domesticate them, and then they sort of join that scout unit and become a stronger scout unit, for instance, in which they use dogs to help scout, or a wild horse. We call them brumbies in Australia. If you could tame that horse and that horse joins that unit, and becomes that. Who knows? The age-old video game question. Yes. Can you pet the dog? You cannot. You cannot pet the dog. It fails the test. Yeah, something different. You could tame a mammoth and what are our choices? Secularism, the functions of government are separate from religious institutions, or state atheism, we just straight oppose it. Uh, yeah, I don't know. Like, I'm not doing. I'm not doing atheism, like, because I still want people to have the freedom of choice. I do want to separate state and church, so that's what we're doing. Yes, exactly. Let's see how it goes in practice, because we all know that it doesn't work in real life. Man, my phone is blowing up. What's going on here? Hang on, my phone. I've got a phone call I have to take. I'm going to pop on the Be Right Back screen. Give me 1 second. Sorry about that. Thank you. I did spend a bit of time on it. I have several sort of different versions of these screens based on, I guess, kind of what time of day it is. But since I kind of only really stream at night, I probably will kind of use them based on what season it is or what the weather is. I don't know. Or I'll just mix it up. Who knows? But yeah, I got to go through this all again and make sure I have everything I physically need before hitting stream next time, because hot damn was that stressful. Let's build some more pikemen. Alright. The hard knock life. Though children can be potent? Oh, okay. I'm not a robot. Well, thank you both for the kind words. First Elm, that's a really nice offer. If I do have questions, I definitely will take you up on that. And Vilk, thank you. I am not a robot, but the audio input thing was a terrible mistake, because that's kind of, well, I mean, you need vision and audio, and I was missing one of them. Yeah. But it's all good. It's all good. We've got through. Though children can be potent, not to mention cheap labourers, such lives tend to be nasty, brutish, and short. Decreeing an education... Where are they going with this? Decreeing an education for all would dramatically increase their long-term prospects, but the factories howl. Losing so much of their workforce would be financially ruinous. Yeah, I think we will go for compromise here, because I mean, trades early on needed, people to take up the family business to survive. Whereas if we compelled every child to go to school, yeah. They say, yeah, it means a brighter future for all. Forces So that's science. Parsimonious means I get less science, but we're kind of ahead in the science game at the moment. Let's just go compromise. Let's just do that. Hey, Liam! Thanks, man. Sorry, I just saw your message then. Sorry about that. Thanks, thanks. I don't know if you heard what I was saying just then, but I started the stream with no audio input attached to 5 of my 6 screens. In the one screen I did have it attached to, I did not need it for. So it's it was a stressful beginning, but we've come good. Come good. No, as I said, Chicken in chat was here right away to let me know, so it was not. Oh, it was only for like 30 seconds. Yeah. It was very, very fast, but well, it's kind of hard to test without streaming. So, yeah. PLK, what's going on, man? Good to see you. Oh, it was I'm telling you, I was like, I had like a, the sweat on the brow, the short breath, and poor Chicken was like trying to say it's working now, it's not working now, it's working on this screen, it's not working on this screen. Yeah. Troll Demo, thanks for the raid, man, and welcome to the stream. But that's one thing I haven't enabled was I'm a lot more audible. Probably because Doom's such a big loud boy. Fortunately, no one heard you. No, just Chicken. Just Chicken saw me freaking out. So. Alright, so we're in the industrial era now. So we're getting probably towards the pointy end of the game, I'd say. We're still on top, but the Celts are coming in strong, so we're gonna start building some military units. Oh, I can upgrade. No, I can't upgrade these because I don't have enough iron. Is it really? It is a great game. I haven't played it in a long time. Okay, I only need one of you. And we're going to start putting some pikemen. I know! Bloody Celts. They're on a completely different continent as well in this game, so I can't get up to like sneaky sabotage business with them. Oh wow. Okay. Never thought it would be that loud. But I don't recall watching Twitch streams underneath or over it, depending on what you mean, when I was streaming it. So, alright, fundamental values. So, do we want public security or public happiness? Negative 50% on common quarters. We'll probably just go public happiness. We don't really build much garrisons at this stage. So, what are these people doing? Just having a little explore. Okay. Alright, that doesn't bode well. Yeah, I went the happiness, for sure. Because common quarters are really good for offsetting the stability decrease that you get from building other districts, which lower happiness. So if I offset the two, by having to build less common quarters, then yeah, things are good. And as that chap there just backed me up on. Alright. No, I want to fortify. I keep hitting F, which was the fortify button in Civilization, but in this game is the clear forest button. Work that one out. Money-wise, we're looking pretty good. Yeah, look, Machiavelli had some interesting, interesting theories. I mean, the Prince was incredibly interesting, but really not a good sort of social profile of Machiavelli or the world he envisioned. I think Thomas More's Utopia was potentially a better, more positive outlook on that. Okay, what do we got? I wish I could kind of like get rid of buildings from my like queue, because I don't have any forests in this region. Like, why do I need it here? Food market. Yes, we can start building those because they give you more money per market quarter, and if you have market quarters adjacent to each other, then you get a further increase. So that's a really good sort of bump. It should probably give us, if we built them in each city, then we'd be looking at probably like 600 gold per turn. So I'm going to do that. He was the first mansplain, manipulate, male, wife, political, author. Yeah, he's probably up there. Here we go. Do you want an aristocracy or a republic? I think we want a republic, just quietly. I mean, because it will continue. I mean, we're pretty much set at liberty. Whereas, I mean, this will push us back on. It'll give us less death to the aristos. It'll give us more stability but less science on cities. If we choose this decision, it'll push us back one. And it'll give us 5 more money on each main plaza. We've got about, well, we got 8 cities, so that's an extra 40 gold per turn if I enact this. Otherwise, I just get combat strength on militia. You know what? Let's just go aristocracy. I'm sure they're gonna have a revolution later on anyway. I want people to do things for me and then give me their money. That's what we want. Yeah, and that's another thing, Vilk, that people complain about this game, is that the civic choices, there should be a middle ground. As you can see, those two were pretty extremes of each other. There's no middle ground. In the events, there's a good, as we saw with the child labour choice, there was the child labour / education choice, there was a middle ground. There was a compromise option. But with civics, there tends to be you want to do the good thing or the bad thing, and then you do it, and then the guy's like, oh well, you know, you could have done this, and makes a little snide comment, and it makes you feel like you've done the wrong thing. Imagine Chinese Lenin. I can. It's called Mao Zedong. No, I'm joking. So yeah. There's still ginger. That is a terrifying thought. Okay, you don't need 2 in that city. Where did I put the other pikeman? 5. Alright, cool. They could probably do with another common quarter. Let's put it... Yeah, it'll be -2 production, but that'll give some nice adjacency bonuses there, so we'll do that. So they're doing the commons quarter, that's good. Their stability is good. Oh, this is Memphis, this is our capital. So we'll go the food market. Probably do with another merchant's quarter. Do one there, and then we'll do a commons quarter to offset that. I'm going to sort of add it how they're always putting on Lenin Monument hat. Can you give us a bit of backstory? Oh, yeah. Okay. The best part was... Oh, so they kept putting on a hat on the Lenin Monument. Did they sort of mix up the hats? Or was it always sort of the same hat kind of thing? Yeah, I mean, he didn't really have anything going on with the hair. So I think a hat would suit him. Particularly if it was a Uchonka, however you pronounce it. Probably terrible pronunciation there. Let's build some more pikemen. Yes, I have seen young Stalin's hair. What a stud. That is... You ever walk into a hairdresser and go... give me the Stalin? They saved one hat that they found in cabbage. Oh, man. That's hilarious. Stalin had it going on. He did. Troll Demo. Thanks for the donation, man. This message left intentionally blank. Fair enough. Fair enough, too. You should have wrote okay, but I'm glad you didn't. But thank you. Thank you for the donation. Also, there is a point redeeming option. I have allowed it. It is for channel points. You can redeem it, and you can rename a unit or city if you wish to. Obviously, let's keep those renames within Twitch guidelines, so I don't have to get out the naughty hammer and put you in the forever box. But the option is there if you'd like to put your own personal stamp on this game, because channel points don't really do much beyond when I play Papers, Please, and you make me drink vodka. But otherwise, yeah. I'm trying to sort of think of an option for each game that you can redeem channel points on. And do let me know if you feel like the options are too expensive. The name can literally be Lovecraft's cat, but not the actual name of his cat, Chicken, if that makes sense. And I think that's what you're trying to infer as well. That's totally fine. Because that is a hilarious meme video. That's not what I meant, child. If anything, I gotta boost that up. Because it got pretty crazy there at one stage. If anyone saw this funny story of living in post-Eastern, it's funny, serious, why shoot everyone was it? Holy cow, I could imagine your family, Vilk, would have some very interesting stories. Hey, there we go. Troll Demo has redeemed. Okay, you let me know. Do you wish to rename a unit or city? I think like personally, city would be your best option. Can you actually rename a unit? With a unit, it has to be has to have achieved a certain like they have to be veterans, which I don't think. I think I've only got one. Rename Thebes to Hebes, Shebes. Oh my god. All right, done. I'll see if it allows. Yes, it does. Yeah, there you go. He's done it. Yeah, absolutely it is. Absolutely it is. Oh, wow. Man, you gotta, a good idea is, one of my friends, good friends who's German, made sure he sort of interviewed and wrote down, like, a whole lot of stories from his grandparents who, you know, they were obviously, when they lived in Germany in World War II, were forced into the army, and he was a POW in Russia, and but then after the war they moved to Africa and you know, lived an amazing life in Zambia and Chad and countries like this, and then came back to Germany later on, and yeah, like it's really good to sort of get all that down, because yeah, man, like they're not gonna be around forever, you know. So you gotta put those into something that lasts. I think. I know with my grandmother, I think we got it on cassette tape. That's how long ago it was. But yeah, funny stories. It was a real Chad move. It was. The front door of their house. They live on a farm. They, like, their front door was made for them in Chad, and it tells their entire life story up until the point they moved back into Germany, like all carved out of wood. It's incredible, and that is a real Chad move. My grandpa always loved horses, and he lost them after World War II because Soviets were taking all animals. Yeah, they probably they might have even been using it for food, as horrible as that is to say. Okay. What else can we build? Stability's going up. That's good. Our gold's good. Let's just keep building units and sort of sending them out to garrisons for those who aren't building them yet. Memphis has built another unit. We're sort of spreading it around. They're going to there. We'll send you there. Hebes, Sheebs, Thebes is finished building. I don't know if we've got trade coming through. Oh, actually we would, because we're selling porcelain and gold. So that should bump up the gold a bit. Survived Ukrainian hunting for pulse. Holy cow, that is, oh man, that is brutal. I'm gonna put a trigger warning on that in chat. Yeah, yeah, no kidding, man. That's some dark stuff. But yeah, definitely, like, get all the stories you can, Vilk. Like, get them on paper. Getting on. Yeah, no, all good, man, all good. Like, I know you've meant no offense, but it still is interesting no matter what. Yeah, get it on paper or you know, on film or on tape or something, like yeah, like you won't regret it. Really gonna know your family stories. That's their life. As he left to run errands, he says to the apprentice he left inside, "Don't do anything stupid because I'll be keeping my eye on you." And he popped his glass eye out and propped it up on a plinth, looking at the apprentice. When he got back, the apprentice said, "Joe, you can't see through that eye. It doesn't have a hole in it." Oh, man. I'm loving these stories. For future channel point reference, what cities do we currently have? So what I might do is kind of just limit the amount of I guess redemptions left on it by how many cities we've got. Is that sort of what you're after, or are you more looking after what's already been taken in terms of names? I don't know. I guess you let me know what you're sort of looking for. I tied an onion to my belt, which was the fashion at the time. Give me 5 Bs for a quarter. Memphis has great meme potential. Excellent. That's good. Keep it in the back burner. Oh, okay, cool. Alright. Yeah, no worries. I guess when you redeem it, I can give you the city names that are already there in place. But I won't replace anything until everything's been taken up, if that makes sense. One of the greatest gifts from my grandpa, who was born about history of Poland from 19. I still have it. Yeah, that is pretty cool. Those sort of gifts are irreplaceable. Irreplaceable. Where is this city? I've scrolled around so much that I got lost. Again, they don't have much lumber. No rivers. Yeah, I'll do the forge. We've got a bit of industry here. Subway tonight. What are you getting? Need I ask, or is it the old class, old reliable? I'm guessing. And by old reliable, of course, I'm referring to Meatball. In my family, we have a handwritten note from about 3 generations ago, wishing all of their future children well. They literally came on a ship called Chance, that's pretty cool. These are some great stories, guys. I'm loving it, really loving it. Big old balls full of meat. Well, that's good. It's real good. Also, I don't go to Subway at work anymore. Yeah, fair enough. Is there a particular reason? Are they have they done goofed? Let's get these all out. They've got 2. You need 1. And you need 1. I think that's all we need. They know what they did. I love this feeling. Have a book that's like it should be in a museum. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Well, it also... yeah, you're talking about... Whoa. I don't know what you did there, chicken. What did you do? What was that for? I mean, you got destroyed by my bot. 4 remotes, apparently. Okay, let's have a look-see then. Let's have a look-see. Emote protection. It shouldn't be, because I put it up to 5. So, yeah. Don't know. Minimum amount of emotes. Set them. Alright, I'll put that up to 10. Yeah, I know. Yeah, all of these are quotes from the terrifying AI from a very classic game called System Shock 2, who's called Shodan. Also, my bot had a name and now it doesn't, which is really weird. A lot of weird things happening ever since I changed the overlay, so that's something I gotta monitor. And yeah, I'm guessing you're referring to Jared Fogle, is that right, Troll Demo? Is Memphis? Yeah, Memphis got through. Stop going to Subway because I'm particular about the order I get. Yeah, that's fair enough. That's fair enough. Station, yeah. Station. What's going on there? Jared Fogle, yeah. Another fun fact: Polish didn't change by years. That is cool. I think English, you can pretty much read from about, I think it's about the same. Probably 15th, 16th century. You can read it, or rather, you could speak. Okay, I don't know about the reading. I mean, I've tried to read like stuff like Canterbury Tales, from Chaucer, which was about 13th century, and it's like you can kind of understand it, but yeah, it's close to another language. A common curriculum. There is an increasing debate as to whether girls should share the same classes as boys. Some say their educational needs are too different and the risk of distraction too high, while others argue that segregation of the sexes means no level playing field for women. Then there are the rich and powerful men who bristle at the idea that women one day might become their equals and would pay handsomely to prevent this. Who to listen to? Yeah, we're integrating. Like, I went to an all-boys school, and I don't get it. I don't get it. That's in high school, by the way. I did go to a primary school that was obviously all genders, but they don't tessellate their cheese. You should tell them that, actually. Yeah, in every way possible, unless you're talking about, I don't know, segregating like murderers from society. That's different, I guess. But yeah, I think we know it's a bad thing. When you focus, you can read book from the 12th century, and half the stuff was easy to understand. Yeah, well, French is probably the most famous one, in that it barely changed over the years, due to the Académie Française, a body of intellectuals from all fields, physics, literature. Sorry, not physics. Literature, the arts, literature, music. All the arts. Who, their job was to preserve French culture and the language. That was their job, their one job. Which is why, it is what it is today. Which is a good and bad thing, in that regard. Like, it wasn't about preservation of the language. It was probably more about preserving their identity to a degree where they wouldn't let other influences in. So, that's the bad thing. But the French language has not changed in hundreds and hundreds of years. When my family moved to the house I live in, the boundaries of your high school's grounds were literally what our houses... Yes, you are right, Troll Demo. My high school owns the land that a major freeway is now built on as well. and they sold most of that land to pay for compensation due to a string of cases of, let's just go with children and teenagers being interfered with. Let's just go with that. So yeah, I'm glad they don't have that land. But that was obviously like way before my time at school. Like I'm talking about like 50s, 60s, 70s. But it still happened, and yeah, let's also say that as well. All right. Our armies are up to 5. Oh, even 6 in this case. I'm really annoyed I can't upgrade these. Really annoyed. Really annoyed. How's the money looking? I think we can get another pikeman in those armies. So let's do it. Let's do it. Let's start getting them across. Modern Polish and Old Polish are similar, mostly because reasons Polish was words added, but very rarely somewhat. Oh, okay, yeah, cool. So the evolution was more an addition, not a replacement, which I really do like. The idea of freshening up something old as opposed to replacing is something very close to my heart. So that's good. You've tell you, Philk, you've said a lot of very interesting things tonight. It's been really good. So troll demo, you are pointing out I guess what I was speaking about in terms of the strange like culture changes, sudden culture changes. So when I've changed from culture to culture and built cities, they have replaced, like the city names have been what culture I was at the time I was built. So you can kind of see this was my first city, Memphis, and what was Thebes, were my first 2 cities as ancient Egyptians. And then when I moved to Achaemenid Persians, I had Pasagada, and I don't know why I said it like I was Spanish, but anyway, Kusa and Uruk, all Persian city names. Then I went to English, and that's why you can see London. And that's when I was Ming Dynasty, and that's where I became Beijing. So I believe the outpost names are random. Don't know what they're tied to, whether it's because I mean you have Rosalia de Castro, which is incredibly Spanish. I've never been anything close to Spanish in this game, so that's just the way it is. Oh, Troll Demo has redeemed a renamed city or unit. Good man. Tell me which city you would like to rename. And the city, and what you wish to rename it to. A bit of forge. I'll give you some time. It's a rather long city name. Is that what you wish to name it? I don't know if it would be Elaspor Uruk. I knew. The best you can get is Elaspor Uruk. Do you wish to go ahead with that, or would you wish to use another name? What I'll do is I'll change it back to the original. Let's go with that. Oh my god. Alas. That's an excellent city name. One ancient Egyptian constructor created first engine, but he only used this as a toy. Was that, Vilk, was that the one that was kind of like a battery-operated engine? I'm trying to think if I've seen a video on this. But it was very small scale. I think. Elm Experiments is redeemed. Elm, what do you... Steam. Yeah, cool. Yes, it does. I think Parser is closer. With that, it's better than Beijing, I think, Elm. Steam by hot water. That's awesome. I'm going to look that up. Perfect. Parser. These are excellent. These are excellent. This is exactly what I had in mind when I did this, by the way. Another streamer who was in earlier, Sophie Quest, she was playing this game, and she had this feature which I shamelessly stole. Sorry, Sophie, but it was too good an idea because I really like channel point options, and yeah, the names weren't this. And it's not an indictment on her community. Her community is, like, which, beside my own, I feel like is, to me, the best community on Twitch. But her own community is amazing. Like, fantastic group of people. But their names were a little more risque. And I was probably one of the causes of that. So thank you, chat. I think the first city I renamed was called the Bone Zone. So... yeah, so thanks chat for not being like me. I think the city was first named the Redacted Zone, and I changed it to the Bone Zone. So that's the only one I can recall at this present point in time. Chicken. So we were building military units, but our gold is creeping down again. So I'm going to build... because I have water here, I'm going to build a harbour in what is the smallest harbour in the world. No, that looks ridiculous. I'm not doing that. Even if the game is letting me do that, it looks ridiculous. Let's get some more gold. Sorry, what are they called? Market quarters. I'll build a common one here. Yeah, that chicken. That's the only example I can remember, unfortunately. And that was probably the tamest example as well. Oh, and there she is. We were just talking, Sophie, about how I shamelessly stole your renaming feature for this game as a redeeming channel points option, and how chat has been a lot more I guess tamer with their options. Healthy amount of meat goring. That's delicious. What did I have for dinner? So the first option was all the civilization dudes have it. Oh, okay. Well, now I don't feel so bad that I copied it. So Thebes was renamed to Hebes, Shebes, Thebes, which is excellent. And then Uric was renamed to Alas Poor Uric. And then we had a neighborly city renamed to I Knew Him, Horatio. So it's going well. But I'm waiting for it to devolve as when you give a child a piece of chalk near a chalkboard. PPs and wee-wees are going up on there. Vilk, fun fact. First ever written sentence in Polish was, "You go rest, I will take work." That is wholesome. Compared to the kind of graffiti use that's been used as examples of early writing from, say, the Roman times. But one of the earliest forms of written language that was discovered, I think, was Babylonian. So not Nebuchadnezzar Babylon, which was about 600-ish BC. I'm talking Hammurabi Babylonian. It was the grain complaint. You're correct. It was. It was like the first customer complaint, written in cuneiform on a clay tablet. Yeah, which I find amazing that customer complaints are literally thousands of years old, ingrained. It was the first negative Yelp review. Pompeii was iconic for its graffiti. Yeah, the graffiti on that is incredible. Like people have not changed. So, we've got a representative government here. They have been part of your empire for generations. The people of Beijing have their own distinct culture and traditions, a fact that over the years has sparked both celebration and dissonance. Recently, some of the city's more educated have begun speaking out in favour of representative government. Modern times have brought a hunger for new ideas and leadership, and some of the most brazen dissidents even label you a colonialist. What? Who has purposely kept their people oppressed. How will you respond? The trader in Egypt that kept tablets of people calling me out was a scam. That's great. Babylonic cuneiform, Caractacus uniform. Troll demo spitting out hot verse in chat. Well, I got called a colonialist here, which is potentially my worst nightmare, realised. I'm just going to ignore both of those, and I'm going to reform. It's a small 200 gold hit. I think I can spare the change just quietly, and I'll get a nice stability boost. And look at all the fireworks. See, look at that. They're happy. That's pretty cool, actually. I remember in Civilization they did have it over the city, I believe. Don't usually brag, but you are the very model of a modern major general. I wish I could do that. I can't speak quickly for fear of embarrassing myself. I speak slowly and methodically. Heebs, Sheebs, Thabes has completed the construction of a pikeman. So what do we need? We need more golds. Stability's good. We'll get some more. Hello, my cat's saying hello. Oh, no, she ran away when she knew I was coming after her. Pike them? I barely know them. That doesn't work. I'm sorry. We gotta... feel like this is becoming the equivalent of World War One, summed up in the famous Blackadder goes forth quote, where they're saying that World War One is that basically two sides of the conflict just continuously building up armies so that one could act as the deterrent to the other, and therefore they would never need to go to war. And it was summed up saying, well, why didn't that work? And Blackadder just says, well, the plan was bollocks. So war is inevitable. That's what I'm getting at, chap. I've never seen Penzance live, neither have I. But I assume the crowd would go wild if the actor messed up that song. Yeah, I imagine. I feel like actor-wise, that would be the one like they would spend their most energy on trying to desperately get it right, because that is the one probably everyone would, go for as the highlight. But if they got it wrong, it would be rather humorous. The truth is, it was too much effort not to have a war. Yes, you have got the quote. I believe Baldric's quote is the funniest in that, where he says, what was it? Hang on, I have to get this right. Archduke shot an ostrich because he was hungry? Is that what he says? How the war started? And he said, no, the Archduke of Austro-Hungary got shot, or something like that. Pirate King is a banger, you are right. No, the only sort of musical... it's really... I'm not a big musical fan, I'll be perfectly honest. I'm really quite particular about what I like. Just because I'm not a big fan. Like, I mean, I don't even really count Singing in the Rain as a straight musical because it's also a film. Though I do adore Singing in the Rain. I like, what else do I like, musical-wise? I mean, would you consider La La Land a musical? I don't think so. It's not a stage play. I mean, Hamilton is, I feel like, the exception to the rule for everyone. Hadestown is good. Okay, cool. I'll give that a look. Chicken, you are a fool of a man. I love you for it, but you just couldn't help yourself. Let's get some more pikemen up here. Hamilton's incredible. I mean, I'm a big Lin-Manuel Miranda fan. Just because he's quite good friends with like a sort of podcast collective, if that makes sense, that I'm very familiar with. So capitalism through the lens of Greek myth with global warming tossed in. That sounds incredible. I have to see this. Is there a medium that I could pursue it on, Elm? And, you know, I'm talking about streaming, all streaming platforms, or more nefarious means as well. I've been known to dabble in those methods. Can hear sirens already. Yeah, I guess musicals is one I haven't really pursued as a genre, and that's to my detriment. Oh well, Book of Mormon, of course. Book of Mormon counts. Full albums on Spotify. There are bootlegs on YouTube. I'll send you one. Excellent. Yes to both. That'd be wonderful. Thank you. FBI, open up. Come in. You are under arrest. Let's get the food market going. Alright. Oh, yeah, Rookie Horror Show. Yes, that's, that is one I've forgotten. Yeah. I don't think I've actually seen it on stage, but, the movie is, obviously like a tour de force, so. But if I was to go to that, like, yeah, I'd be okay with that. If that makes sense. God, I sound like such a snob when I say that. Something Rotten is good. It dunks on musicals away being one. Okay, so it's quite meta. I'm okay with that. I like meta. I think my stomach growled while I was talking. I'm getting a little old peckish. Got like a giant enchilada in the fridge. I kind of just want to really tuck into that, even though it's 9 o'clock. And I'll get heads up as soon as you enter the building. The show has started and you are in it. That's, yeah, I like that. I've always been a fan of inclusive theater and stuff like that. I know Elm is probably our resident theatre expert here. What would you call that genre? Like the inclusive theatre? Like I'm probably not so much referring to the Rocky Horror Picture Show as more like Sleep No More, that sort of theatre. Do I really sound like that? Yes, I cannot. Did you say let's dance? Don't know what that was about. Alright, we're getting another army ready down here. Interactive theatre. I did see a midnight visit when I was in Melbourne. It was fantastic. I really enjoyed it. In fact, I wish I got the opportunity to go again to see it. Because there was a lot I didn't explore. As is the whole idea of it. Yeah, Midnight Visit was really cool. For those that don't know, it was based on the works and life of Edgar Allan Poe. So there's some really good stuff in it. More like sort of the slow unravelment of Edgar Allan's sort of psyche, I guess you could say, through his works. Yeah, it was brilliantly done, like really cool. I love that show. Had a couple of ones with the oh, excellent. Yeah, I think it's a genre that can be really explored. I think. It's pretty cool. Guilds are researched. Okay, that'll get us some more Monet. So we can now plant forests. Not that pollution will be... Even though we've hit the industrial area, I don't think in the game it will be an issue until probably manufacturing, that kind of technology, is developed. At least it was in Civilization when you started building like coal plants and factories. Commodity market. That will give us more money per traders, which is the yellow... these guys. So you're looking at... That can really add up. Oh, here's the tech tree. I wonder how far you can go. Like, how far does it go? Okay. Exosuit. Yeah, so that's kind of the... Did the Raven tell you how you're going to die? No. No, I didn't even... the Raven was in that room with all the sort of streamers hanging down and like the paper trees, I'm trying to recall. I did find one of his feathers, though, on the ground, which was pretty cool. Yeah, I can imagine it's expensive just based on the set design alone. It looks, just, you know, it's such a huge, project. And Troll Demo Midnight Visit was the one I'm pretty sure you went to work on. No, we did work on it. You've done work for them before. I didn't go, I think, when you did work there. That's funny, we both had the same thought at the same time. I recall you guys went and you sort of explained what it was, and then I put 2 and 2 together because it's quite close. It's quite close to me, location-wise, and it was what I'd seen, or it was what I was going to see, because I had bought tickets to it quite early, so maybe you guys were sort of helping set it up in terms of, you know, what you needed to do work-wise, and I stated that I already had tickets to go see it. I think that was the case. Alright, still getting our armies together. But people who... Are they still in North Melbourne? Trial demo? Because I would like to go see it again. Obviously, they're not operating at the moment. Alright, so yeah, the Celts are back on top. Feel like we got to take some territories just to get our score up a bit. Though we will probably be stopping soon. I'm getting hungry. Yeah, commodity markets. We want to start building them everywhere. Angel wings. Okay, for the longest time, Memphis has faithfully served as the breadbasket of the empire, as rich farmland a source of envy in other territories. People of the region, however, have often been called idle. Jeez, accused of neglect or worse. Now, though, a zoologist has identified a parasite thought to be responsible for what many thought a character defect. Alright, let me... Encyclostoma duodenale, aka the common hawkworm. Okay. The region's reputation for lethargic, exhausted workers with distended bellies and emaciated shoulder blades, angel wings, is clear. Look at this guy. No idea. Haven't been back since David and I went the third time. They also asked if we had signed NDAs, but only asked us on the third time, not for the first or second time. Okay, that's interesting. You have to sign NDAs. That's crazy. They might have added a lot or had to change a lot. That's potentially why you got asked to sign NDAs. They probably had to. My cat is rolling around on the floor and demanding belly rubs. So I might go get her and bring her to say hello on stream. We'll see if she will allow me to do that. They're in Brisbane. My guess is Trolltomo would have just done work on the building that they're probably using. They might be redeveloping set whilst the cast and show is in another state. That's what I'm guessing. Yeah. But I mean, you know, I don't want to put words in his mouth either, so apologies if I did that. Alright, I'm gonna see if I can get hold of this cat. No. Alright, this is now a cat stream. I'm joking. I know past the show that building was possibly going to be redeveloped. Yeah, well, I know in the Melbourne location it was in quite an industrial area, so it's definitely possible. All the foot traffic, definitely. Because the night I went, it was absolutely packed. You know, I was happy for them that it was, but at the same time, I would like to explore the area with lesser people in it. Just because a lot of people were. Like, a lot of people loved it and were taking it seriously, but I think a lot of people didn't know what to expect or weren't familiar with the concept, so they were just talking a lot and goofing about. She's they call them tuxedo cats. So she's very well dressed. Very well dressed. But she is very very fast and mobile. So thanks for the gift sub, Troll Demo, to Cat Stream. Who is now... We welcome our new Cat Stream overlords. They will cut off streamers to their catnip caves to toil away. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I knew. I see people doing that in streams a lot, and it can be quite funny. It's good fun. But thank you though. It still contributes, no matter who you pick. So thank you very much. Much appreciated as always. We might be winding up soon. We'll go to the 3-hour mark. We've been here for 2:45. We'll go till 3 hours. Funny how, like I'm a clown. Troll Demo is keeping this channel in coffees. He's feeding my caffeine addiction. Which is fine by me. Thank you again, Troll Demo. And you... That's right. Don't ever feel obligated, or anyone in chat for that matter. As I put in my about page, which look, Twitch makes it really difficult to get to that section to read it. But you know, I say, like, look, if you want to support the channel, you know, you can sub or donate. Like, think of it as buying me a coffee kind of thing. But at the same time, being here in chat, like chatting, that's why I do this. Like, that's the real end game for streaming for me. I love chatting to people. Like, we get, you know, I've had some really... That's true, actually. That's true. I do need to get some more craft beer. Like, you know, as stereotypical as that is, I do need some more craft beer. But we have some great people popping in. You know, actually, that reminds me, I got to order some more craft beer. But yeah, we have people like Vil coming today, you know, dropping fact bombs and telling us some really amazing stories. And we get people all over the world coming in. I love it. Right, the human carnival. This is a good one to pause on. The human craving for macabre spectacles knows no bounds, especially in Empire flush with many quarters dedicated to entertainments. Because of their deformities, some of the vast population are exhibited as circus monsters merely to sate public curiosity. People from your cities pay to see them in cages like animals. A philanthropist has created a society to help them in campaigns for an end to these so-called freak shows. Now she has sent you a petition to see them closed, but if you accept, what kind of future will the women and men who work there have? Yeah, I don't like this at all. So I'm going to I'm going to educate society to the point where you know, to the point where these people are part of society. Exactly, Trolltail. Exactly. And or silvers. My favourite macabre spectacles are my aviators made from bones. That's a good one. That's a good one, Chicken. That's one of your best ones, I reckon. I reckon that's one of your best. Food markets. But it reminds me of the movie, well, Freaks itself, the movie Freaks, which is banned on release, I believe, in many countries. So this is really cool. You can create like colony cities overseas where they already come built with, like, think of it as like older improvements from earlier eras. So for those who played Civilization, and you build a new city, say in the modern era, you then have to proceed to build granaries or like monuments that are like ancient era buildings, because they are the base structure, and then need further upgrading. But the idea of this, where you build a colony city which already comes with, say, a granary or wooden walls and stuff like that, that's a really cool concept, and I really like that. And this will give us settlers as well, so we don't have to upgrade from outposts. We can just build a straight city. So let's do that. Spooky, scary skeletons and shivers down your spine. Exactly. Very spooky. Got any magic words? I don't know, do I? Okay. Straight city. Oh, you rumbled me. You got me good. With your pesky logic. Yeah, I got caught. Bragging about colonies I can build. Tell two heaves, sheaves, thaves. What am I doing? What am I doing to this city? How's the... it's going up. Good. Money... kind of going up. We still need more... 6, 6, 6, 6, 5, 2. Yeah, we still need... so we need 1 there. I'm gonna build a straight city. But no one else is allowed. We need 2 of them, and we need... see, I can't build... Oh, yeah, I can still build them. Yeah, cool. Okay, so they're referring to one of my neighbours, obviously becoming... yeah. The Japanese. Do they actually have... No, they don't. So that means I now have to build another... yeah, another pikeman there. Hot damn. Alright, done. No worries, Thank you for coming in. Thanks for the chat. You're always welcome here. Which goes without saying. Yeah, always good to have you. I'll be next on what's today? Wednesday, yeah? Is it? Yeah, it is. God, I can't even keep up. I'll be back on Friday. I don't know what I'll be playing. We'll see. But I'll be here. Same time, same place. Yeah, no Homo sapiens. You're allowed Homo globlet, whatever his name was. I'm gonna educate. And I'll be pushing off in about 10 minutes or so anyway. We gotta find someone to raid as well before we leave. Forge. Oh no. I've forgotten all about that. And I like books. I mean, we're getting pretty big now. Still, our city cap. Yeah, simply delicious. We all are the yeast of thoughts and mind. There you go, you beat me to it. Better build a granary to hold it all. You beat me to it. Actually, we'll build a... Should I build a granary? Barracks? My stomach's really growling now. Let's get some more science. Let's get some more science, eh? Is there trade in this? No, there isn't. It's only natural resources. We'll go House of Scribes. House of Scribes. Our stability is really good across the board. Indeed, Troll Demo. Indeed. That's why they call me the Great Mindful. Reminds me, I will get Twitch up and ready. Let's see who I can raid. Ooh, there's really not many on. I'll probably end up raiding. I've got a guy from a... Oh, he's been on for nearly 6 hours. I've got a mate playing Brimwald, so I'll probably raid him. But we'll see. We'll see how he's going in 10 minutes. He might be gone. Alright, what do they build? They built a commodity market. Yeah, we're getting... We want to kind of fill up all those slots up the top, as you saw. So if we can get one of each district. Human leather cowboy hat. Do you mind explaining yourself, young man? Did I accidentally move this army to here? Or have they just built it all in one fell swoop? Yeah, they have. So you go there. You and you. You and you. Oh, Roomhold. Okay, sorry. Sorry. That's my mistake. My mistake. Yep. Spot on. That is one game I need to put more time into. I've got a game that is similar. Medieval Dynasty. John Smith, 1882. My mistake. That's exactly what I was referring to. Thank you. Yeah, Medieval Dynasty, which became very popular on Steam, and it still is early access. And I've seen played. It does look quite good. Obviously not on the same level as RimWorld, but obviously, yeah, of course, the medieval aspect appeals to me, so that's something I want to look at. So, yeah, RimWorld's something I gotta get into. Poison Whispers. Over the years, been advised by an interesting motley of counsellors From cryptic spiritualists to straight-talking soldiers, but none have captured the imagination of your people like the monk of Pasragada. Here we go. Here we go. Rasputin is in the house. Have they got another expansion coming, Troll Demo? Or is it out already? Just out? I'm trying to think. Or DLC, rather. The long-haired, common-born mystic. The monk of Pasragada. Britain's greatest love machine. That good old song. Unfortunately, although he offers you illuminating perspectives, the people despise him and his folk wisdom. Now they demand his exile. What will you do with him? Probably just banish him. Ideology, yeah. Yep, that was the one. Yeah, there was like, you kind of like make, communes and stuff like that. Is that correct? It's like really strange communities. Naval artillery. Ah, so this is where it tells us. Yep. Cool. Yeah, I've only put a few hours into it, and mistakenly, obviously I played it modded, but I sort of played. I didn't play the vanilla game modded. I played like a modded version of the game with more mods. So I think I played like a Warcraft version. And whilst I loved it, like, yeah, it's the wrong way to start learning the game. So I got to do it again properly. Troll Demo just spitting lyrics in chat. You love to see it. You love to see it. Yeah, okay. I think we'll finish up with a bit of a raid. We will save our game. Save our game. Alright, so I'll save this as stream game, so I can tell the difference between the two. With mods. Yeah, like, I think playing it with mods is fine, but the problem was that I didn't play, a version of the game where the systems you learn overlap with the main game. Like, it was a severe, like, modded version with, like, magic and magic weapons and stuff like that, and it didn't really translate well. Like, yeah, essentially I played 3 hours of it, and then when I would try to go to the new game, I'm learning it all over again, well, or most of it, like 90% of it. So yeah, it is a bit annoying. Alright, let's just see if yeah, Dougie is still on. So we will raid him. I'm gonna go to, let's go to this one. Chat, thank you so much for joining me tonight. It's been great. Been real good fun. Look, we had a very dubious beginning with no audio. But thank you to your friend Chicken in there to get me through it, for helping me along with the audio issues. Much appreciated. It's always good to have someone to tell you when stuff's going wrong right from the get-go, because I probably wouldn't have noticed until probably like trying to switch scenes. So all sorted. We still have to sort out our alerts though, but that's easily done, I think. Yeah, easily done. So it's just because we switched overlays, I think. And some thank yous as well. We'd like to thank Wilk Ognia Wilk Vodi, or Vilk Ognia Vilk Vodi, aka Vilk, joined in chat, followed us, but also gave us some damn good history facts and some really interesting stories about where he's from, where he lives now, his predecessors. Really good fun. And we had some great stories from other people in chat as well. Really interesting stuff. I love it. I love that sort of stuff. Wilk, we're just giving you some thanks. And we also want to thank Troll Demo for a donation with a intentionally left blank message and a couple of gifted subs, which is really good to Cat Streams, our new overlord, and he gifted to your frying chicken in there. You frying chicken in there, sorry. One of our mainstays, well deserved gift sub. So thank you for that, Troll Demo. I will be back on Friday. I've got a couple of game choices. I don't know if I'll finish up Doom yet. Maybe I'll do that on Sunday. We'll see. Otherwise, I've got what else? What other games have I got in the back burner? Let's go. I've got a list. Oh yeah, Slay the Spire is on the list. I've got what else have I got on the list? Yeah, not much like that. It'd all be like a new playthrough. I really want to do Broken Sword. It's a very old sort of classic LucasArts style adventure game. Our good friend Liam, a mainstay of the chat and a fellow streamer himself, has been playing Curse of Monkey Island. Really wanted me to get back into it. So, yeah, you did mainly, Mage. It's all good. It's all good, man. But I'll be back Friday at 6:30 Australian Eastern Standard. So GMT plus 10 for those playing at home. I'll be playing some game. Let's just say it might be a surprise. We'll see. It might be the start of a new game, or I might just be finishing up Doom so I can start freeing up my new games. So we'll see. Anyway, it's been great fun. We're going to raid another fellow streamer. He's streaming Grimworld. He's playing vanilla with the new DLC Ideology. He's a member of a community I'm part of. Not part of Team Equality, but another Twitch community. He's a good lad from New Zealand across the way, and I'll post the raid message in chat. Let's see what I can do. The raid message will be hands up. It's going to be absolute nonsense, I swear. Alright. That is the raid message. I'll be honest, that raid message is going to change every time. But type in whatever you want, just don't make it racist or bad, please. So feel free to copy that. Stop right there, criminal scum. Yeah, it's very Skyrim inspired. But we're gonna go raid Doggy 1 raid Doggy. Let's get them spelling right. Always got to make sure. But chat, it's been great. It's been great fun. I've had a really good time after a really, I wouldn't say tough, but I really wasn't feeling it on Tuesday when I did Doom. On Monday when I was doing Doom, I was still under the effects of the vaccine, and I was just really tired and just pushing through a game that was really frustrating me. So it was good to be back with something nice and chill today and have some good chats, some good times. So thank you all. I'll see you all on Friday at 6:30. Take care of yourselves. Look after each other. And I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.